Hello students, today we will discuss a previous year question that came in the Business Studies exam held by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council. So the question that we have here is, explain the role of small industries in rural areas. But before that, we will understand what is a small industry. Here, as the definition says, small industries refer to businesses with limited investment in limited investment in plant and machinery, typically catering to local or niche markets. They are vital for employment generation, regional development, and inclusive growth. So small industries are all those industries that have very little investment. That means any local industry we can say, for example, if we take the case of Assam, here the weaving industry, that is weaving of muga silk, weaving of clothes, traditional attires, that will come under the small industry. Why? Because if we move to certain places, every household does that, and that what does it involves? It involves very limited investment, so that will come under the small industries. So again, as it is said, small industries are those businesses that have very limited investment in case of plant and machinery, and they cater to the local or niche markets. That means the customers to those industries are the very local or original people of that place itself. Again, we can say another example we can say is pickle industry in Assam, because so again, pickle is an item that is made in every household. So when a person sets up business, it will cater to the local population of that place. So that also comes under small industries. Another example we can say is the handicrafts, pottery making. All these comes under small industries. So again, these industries are vital for employment generation. These kind of industries creates employment in a place or in a country. It uh, uh, enables regional development. So when such kind of industries are set up in a place, it will very naturally develop that region. Next, it also involves inclusive growth, because all kinds of people are included in those kind of industries, and not just people, it in the society as a whole, it grows, because such activities generate income for the people of that particular area. So that is why, again, inclusive, it is vital. Why? Because small industries provide inclusive growth in a particular society. So what are the types of small industries we can say? First we can say is manufacturing enterprises. So so what does these enterprises do? Produce goods using machinery and labor. Investment limits vary by sector. Again, manufacturing enterprises, we can say handicraft or pottery making. They manufacture certain kind of goods, and but their investment is very much limited. So again, small industries will be manufacturing industries. Next we have is ancillary units. Ancillary means all those industries that supply parts and components to large industries. So those industries that helps the other industries, aids the other industries by providing parts and components to large industries. So these are the small industries. Next is export oriented units. For example, certain products, again handicraft units, those are created exclusively for exporting them to other nations. So that will come under export oriented units. Next we have is village and cottage industries. Village and cottage industries also comes under small industries, just as I gave the example of weaving of traditional attire, pottery making, then pickle. These comes under village and cottage industries. These are all types of small industries that exist in our country. Now we will move to the role of the small industries in rural areas. So what does these small industries do for rural India? Small industries play a vital role in the economic and social development of rural India. So what does it do? It provides economic and social development of rural India. They help bridge the urban-rural divide and promotes inclusive growth. And how does it do so? It does by employment generation. So when a small industry is set up in a rural area, the first thing that it will do is that it will generate employment. So small industries provides job to local people, especially those with limited education or skills. For example, we have is handloom units in Assam employ rural artisans. So all those handloom industries, they will provide employment to the local people itself. So again, what will it do? It will generate employment in that region, and then it will, when employment generation is done, it will add to the social development of that area. The next role here is utilization of local resources. They make use of locally available raw materials, labor and traditional skills. So the resource available in a particular region is utilized very efficiently. So this role we can say is utilization of local resources. Every region has its own resources, that there are certain resources that might not be available elsewhere, only in a particular region. So all the rural areas, when they have certain resources, those are utilized effectively. Example here we have is bamboo craft units in Northeast India use regional resources. So bamboos are abundant in the Northeast India. So these are the very local resources. They are utilized effectively by the small industries, and that adds to the economic and social development of that region. The next point we have here is reduction of migration. What is migration? When people move from one place to another in search of jobs. When small industries are set up in a region or in a rural area, what will it do? It will provide employment to the local people. Then what will happen? The local people will stop going to other places in search of jobs. So what is the role of a small scale industry in a rural area? It will reduce the migration in that place. So by creating livelihood opportunities in villages, they will reduce migration to cities. The example we have here is dairy cooperatives help farms earn income locally. So again, as I said, when a certain kind of industry will be set up in a rural area, the people will get employment in that area, and they will stop migrating to the cities for work. The next point here we have is promotion of entrepreneurship. They encourage self-employment and small-scale entrepreneurship. Small-scale industries in rural areas will encourage those people, those who have innovative ideas regarding starting certain new kind of businesses. So they provide entrepreneurship spirit to the people of that region. So here it is said, they encourage self-employment, and when people become more entrepreneurial, they will be self-employed, and small-scale entrepreneurship is started in that particular region. The example we have is rural youth starting poultry farms or tailoring units are examples of entrepreneurship in rural areas. Next we have is balanced regional development. So the last role of small-scale industries in rural India we have is balanced regional development. Small-scale industries help develop backward and remote areas, reducing regional disparities. So when in a backward areas industries are set up, it will develop that area. Over time that area will get developed. So what will it do? It will develop the region, and it will reduce the disparities, that is the regional disparities. The example that we have here is Khadi and Village Industries Commission supports rural enterprises across India. So as I said, when certain kind of industries are set up in rural areas, it will develop the whole region. And how it will develop? By giving employment to the people, by utilization of the resources available in that area, by reducing migration, by promotion of entrepreneurship in that area, and by balanced regional development, by reducing the rural disparities. So this was the role of small scale industries in rural India.